over it. We're going to spend some time here to explain the 2020 MS70 perfect condition NGC grading company San Francisco Mint Emergency Silver Eagle at only $129.95 in this original beautiful Lady Liberty on that gorgeous artwork. 3 flex pay of $43.32. This is brand new, being debuted today, save for my show. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, well, we debuted this as well, you can see, right? We debuted this in the last hour.
Right, a little peek. It was a little peek.
Yeah, we gave it a little peek, and what did we sell? 200 or something along those lines? Somewhere
350.
300 of them?
350, Mike. We sold 350. 350.
350.
Yes,
okay.
From the peak. Take a look really quick. Don't blink. It was very short.
Yeah. And so that's right. So now I've got the, and we have a little bit of glare on that. I don't know if we get it. I mean, it's kind of hidden in this. So we have a couple of things here. So I just showed you the Mint State 69 Philadelphia. Okay, Mint State 69 Philadelphia. All right. That is, I mean, that coin is crazily important and collectible. Well, what this coin is they just did, okay? They just did the San Francisco emergency release. Sorry, I'm calling this up right now to be able to do this. So the San Francisco emergency release is what they did. And so this particular coin is the same thing as the Philadelphia Mint, but it's from the San Francisco Mint. And you know what I'm doing? We are bringing this out, as you can see, at $129.95 at basically the same price as the Philadelphia Mint State 69, the same price as a regular Mint State 70 American Silver Eagle, and it's the special emergency issue San Francisco. See, the West Point Mint has already moved forward. The West Point Mint has already started making 2021s. The United States Mint, in a desperate attempt to keep up with demand, made a few 2 or 3% more coins at San Francisco. And then they issued a release, said, look, just to try to do our best, we know we're going to be short. We know we're not making enough coins. We know it's not anywhere near enough for us to be able to do. We're doing this last little bit, the last hurrah, the last of the 2020 Mint State Eagles. We're doing a few of these at the San Francisco Mint. And so that's what this is. This is the emergency production San Francisco Mint in 70, in absolute positive 70. It is huge. It is absolutely, positively huge that we have got this coin, absolutely certified Mint State 70. More importantly than that, remember, this is the last year of issue, so they're changing this. Okay? They're changing this in 2021. They're going to do an absolute new design in 2021, so this is the end of an era, is ultimately what this comes down to. This is the end of an era, is what we're doing. The very last time we're going to see this coin, and since it's the special San Francisco Mint emergency coin, it is the last of its kind that we're going to have. Now, because of the significance of this, I am also debuting our brand new NGC holder.
Gorgeous.
So do not confuse this with the West Point Mint 2020 coin, which is the best-selling Silver Eagle in the history of the American Silver Eagle program for me. This is the special San Francisco Mint emergency release that was literally released today. Okay?
Yeah,
so you were on the edge. It was literally released today from the United States Mint. I've been trying to put together this holder for months and months and months. And we finally got it approved just in time. We thought we were going to first use it for the 2021s. So we get to bring it out instead for the 2020 S-Mint emergency production, a coin we didn't even know existed 2 weeks ago. We didn't even know. And, of course, the allocation completely and totally instantly sold out from the United States Mint through the authorized purchasers.
Over 400 sold now, Mike.
Yeah, because it occupies this incredibly special place in American numismatics. Because here's what happens. Okay, they're changing the design. So the last design that the United States government's going to make is a big deal. It's an incredibly big deal. It's a phenomenally big deal. And this is that coin that you're going to see right here. This is 100% that coin, the very last coin in the entire program, because it's the last coin issued in 2020. So it's the last full year of issue that they're going to do as this special emergency production is going to continue to go out. So that's what we've got right here, this emergency production. In a year, look, if this was a regular year of the American Silver Eagle, it would be spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
If it was just any other of the 35 years, the emergency production is a huge deal.
Right, even if it wasn't the last year.
But now it's the last year,
yeah.
and it's the last coin in the year. And like I said, with this kind of numismatic convergence, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Oh, I can't believe it's $129.95. This is a steal of a deal, this price.
Well, considering that the Philadelphia Mint is, like I said, in NGC, about a $400 coin right now.
Wow.
Okay, not to mention in our exclusive core. So I'm debuting the exclusive core as well that we're going to have. So you've never seen this. You've never had the opportunity to buy this core before, the Lady Liberty Walking core with the black core in it as well that highlights the American Silver Eagle. So we are 100% debuting that. Okay, I've got $129.95. I'm basically charging the same exact price as a regular Silver Eagle. In a Silver Eagle that is fundamentally one of the most desirable, one of the most collectible Silver Eagles ever released by the United States Mint, period. It is fundamentally because it is the end of an era. There is absolutely, positively, 100% no doubt about that. There is no doubt about it that this is absolutely one of the most collected, because it's the last. It's after 35 years. Look, when President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1985, the Silver Eagle looked like this. And this right here is the final full-year iteration of the American Silver Eagle, what we call the iconic design. Now, by law, they're changing it next year. It's an eagle in flight. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely
Oh, I
beautiful.
can't wait to see it.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. By law, they cannot change it again for 25 years. They cannot change it again for 25 years. So this is quite literally for me to sell this transition coin, to sell this legacy coin is quite literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. Okay?
And for everybody at home to purchase this, that's what this is all about. And you can see this is going very, very quickly. I would love for you to treat yourself. Put down $43.32 on any major credit card. We have this coin ready to send to your house. If you, for whatever reason, don't love it, you've got till January 31st, 2021 for returns or exchanges, because it's part of our gift giving. This is a coin gifting show. This is a special show, and it's the final show of the year for you to give as a gift for the holidays, for Christmas and Hanukkah. This is the final show. Mike's not even doing another show until New Year's Eve, where he's debuting that new 2021 coin, which we're all very, very excited about. But the final one, imagine getting the final one that ever made. I mean, it's so exciting. And then it's perfect. You know, I mean, this is the perfect one.
We have the brand new core that we're debuting. Now, now understand, this is not just the last W Mint. Okay, because once again, so the United States government announced in 2019 that they were going to change the American Silver Eagle. Okay, that was happening. That happened. That's the way it is, period. Okay, it's over, done, gone over. Okay, absolutely no doubt about that. And so when they had the regular issue American Silver Eagle, I couldn't keep up with demand. We sold out on the Today's Special, our entire edition of, what was it, 12, 13, 14, 15,000 coins, I forget what it was, before any of this information. You know what I'm saying? We knew it was going to be the legacy coin, but that was before the COVID pandemic hit.
Right, we didn't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And so already it was the best-selling Silver Eagle in the history of the United States Mint. And then all of a sudden the Mint's production slows down. So we have a historic year, a transition year, a legacy year. And what happens? The United States Mint has to slow production. Instead of being the highest produced American silver eagle of the last 10 or 15 years, it is, well, it's not the lowest, it is one of the lowest. It is absolutely one of the lowest. And that, it's about 30% less than the average mintage of the last 10 years. The S-Mint, this special emergency San Francisco coin, is 25 times rarer than that coin, okay?
Wow.
25 times rarer than that coin. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about, rarity, collectability, desirability, is it ticks all the boxes, and then it's absolutely positively perfect.
Yep, 70.
And then
doesn't get any better than that.
Our special core exclusive only to me.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful artwork. Who is the artist?
That was Adolph A. Weinman, as a matter of fact. That was originally designed in 1915. As a matter of fact, because it's the original design on the Walking Liberty $50.
Wow, what a wonderful!
Weinman, one of the great sculptors in American history, is what we have. We have almost 600 of these sold now. We've got hundreds of people on the phone. We've got hundreds of people on the phone. We're selling one of these about every 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Understand, my quantity on this, and remember, this is my last show of the year, other than New Year's Eve.
Right.
So in other words, if you want this, my quantities are limited. The availability is significantly limited as well. So I think it's really, 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 really important for you to understand, that you need to get in on this right here, right now. This is our very last final presentation of this coin for the year, other than New Year's Eve. I mean, I want to be specific. You know me, I like to be
You have to be exact.
correct.
Hey, listen, when I'm doing a show with you, I make sure that I don't say things in a general way. It's the last coin show of the year except for December 31st. Don't forget about that one. By the way, coin dealers watch the show when Mike has the show here. They watch, and you'll notice the counter will jump up by 10s and 20s sometimes. That they buy that. Like, this is the only way to get this coin at the perfect condition. Like, it's not, you've got to, okay, what are you going to do? Buy like 200 of them and then have them graded and maybe 5 of them? I mean, this really is something that coin, it's everyone in the know in the coin business pays attention to this show. I know that. People come up to me, Mike, all the time and say, I've seen you in the coin. Like, they don't watch any, like, they're just coin experts. I'm like, oh, did you watch the jeans that I just presented? No, just the coins.
Just the coins.
Just the coins.
Thanks, so just the coins.
Right, just the coins.
Right. So I think I think that's really important for you to understand, and what the opportunity is for you here. I don't think there's any doubt about that the opportunity for this is that it's a unique coin in the fact that it's an emergency issue coin. Look, they've only done basically 2 emergency issue coins in the history of the U.S. Mint: the Philadelphia Minted coin earlier this year, which is completely and totally sold out in 70, and this coin. Okay, and this coin. So in the history of the U.S. Mint, because there's been one COVID pandemic, right?
Right.
So, I mean, and that's, hopefully 2020 leaves that in the dust. We're hoping as best we can for that. So hopefully no more emergency issue coins, which then makes this even more desirable and even more collectible, even then giving the fact that they're changing the design in 2021. So it's the end of an era. It's a specialized year. It's phenomenally rare. I'm debuting a new NGC core that nobody's ever seen before that's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It's absolutely 100% perfect. Mint State 70, gorgeous.
Right.
And then I've got these, and you can see I went out and bought lots and lots and lots of these coins. Thank goodness, because 700 gone now.
Oh my gosh.
700 gone out the door. And like I said, these are ticking away at a huge rate. We have tons, like I said, hundreds of people on the phone right now. I think it's critically important for you to understand your opportunity and take advantage of that opportunity ASAP. Understanding the very last coin show of the year. This is the very last coin show of the entire year.
Yeah, and thinking about giving this as a gift is such a smart move at this point. point. Remember, this is perfect condition, and one thing Mike has taught me from the decade plus we've been working together is that the most important thing is condition. Like the condition of the coin is number one. I still don't know and can't figure out why 70 is the highest, why it's not 100. I can't answer that question. Some dude thought this up. I know Mike knows all the details, but this is perfect. I really never got to the the bottom of why they decided that 70 is the top of the top, Mike.
There was a guy that collected pennies and wrote books on that years ago, and we just decided that we were going to use his scale. He had a scale. We were looking for one. There was one out there.
Okay.
And so we've got it, and 70 was the number.
Okay.
70 is perfect.
All right. We'll
so,
take,
uncirculated coins start at 60. Okay. They top out at 70. 70 is absolutely perfect. And understand, let me spend just a second on that. Understand how important 70 is. Because in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what?
Condition.
It's condition.
Yes.
Right. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. And that's exactly what you've got right here. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And so right here, right now, we have got the highest grade. Like, look, 1986 in Mint State 69. Mm-hmm. 1986, that coin is, I think we sell it for $149. In Mint State 70, it's $579.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, just look at the Philadelphia Mint coin. In Mint State 69, $129. In Mint State 70, $399.
Yeah, imagine if you get this one and have the bookends.
Right. And so the difference is grade, 1 grade point. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. That's exactly what we're talking about at the end of the day. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, period. And so with this coin, it's certified perfect. It's the last year of issue, okay, of the iconic design American Silver Eagle. We're changing the design in 2021. We're debuting the new core. I've got it, in essence, at the price of a regular Silver Eagle. The West Point minted Silver Eagle. It's basically the same exact price as I charge for that for a coin this coin's 25 times rarer. I'm debuting it tonight. Over 800 sold. Over 800 sold. We're quickly on our way to be able to sell at least 1,000 of these.
Oh my
From
goodness.
the looks of things, with the hundreds of folks on the line, I think it's critically important that while I have a decent quantity of these, it is absolutely, positively not unlimited. Look, I'm sold out, I think, right now in NGC. I'm sold out of the W minute coin. Then there's 25 times more of them than that. I can't even get the W. The United States government stopped doing that. And that's the other thing. One of the reasons they did this at San Francisco, this last-ditch effort to catch up, one of the reasons they did this at San Francisco is because the West Point Mint couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
And they've already switched to 2021. So not only did they not make enough, but then they switched over to next year's production on top of it. All of that together creates this last of its lineage, last of its line. Long live the king. The king is dead. All right.
Right.
And next year, long live the king.
Right.
You've got
Brand
all
new.
of that with a coin that I just now that we have debuted for the very first time. I know we've spent a lot of time on this, but in all honesty, I couldn't take another call even if I wanted to.
Right.
At this point.
Final 4 minutes on this. Final 4 minutes. Final chance. You can see the counter here, down here. 839. And by the way, 839 not sold over the last month or two. Today, in this show, that's how many. Just in that we gave a sneak peek in the last hour, and then this show. Only during this 2 hours, that's the only time this has ever been on air. So it's so exciting that you guys are getting in on this. Mike, I just don't, I mean, this is history happening right now on a very historic day, having this coin, kind of like end of an era. It really is.
And the coin was literally released today.
Yeah, crazy.
The coin was quite literally released today.
Yeah.
I think that's really, 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 really important for you to understand. That the coin was released today.
Yeah, and this is, and it's amazing, you know, when you get this home and you realize, you know, it's released today, actually on election day, and then you've got that coin, which is the end of the you know, 2020, the last time they're going to make this design. When they announced, well, we're going to make a new design next year. I mean, Mike's world changed. You know, his whole entire universe changed, right? Immediately.
Oh, in a big way.
Right.
Yeah, in a big way. It just absolutely was just so surprising. I mean, they kind of hinted at it. We knew that, like the Philadelphia Mint coin, like I said, the biggest and best-selling U.S. coin. I mean, the regular W Mint coin, the best-selling silver eagle in the history of the U.S. Mint that we've ever been able to do. They hinted after the Philadelphia Mint that there might be a possible San Francisco minted coin, that there just might be just a little hint of a San Francisco minted coin, but then all of a sudden, no. They weren't going to do it. And then literally 2 weeks ago, they said, yeah. They said, yeah. And when are we going to do it? We heard second week in December, third week in December, and all of a sudden, no, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, okay. High gear. Let's get this into high gear.
Right.
We had our brand new NGC core that we had right there.
Which
that
is
we were
beautiful.
ready to roll with. We said, well,
Beautiful.
let's put this in it. We were going to wait for the 2021, but why not do this?
Why not?
You know, this is truly spectacular, so why not do this coin? And so that's where we are, and that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, and again, brand new, very first time, issued today. That's amazing. And then you've got the condition, which is absolutely perfect. It is Mint State 70 from the great. And how many, you know, it's interesting to me how few grading companies there are. You think of all the businesses in the world, and there's only like, what, 4 grading companies, something like that?
4 recognized grading companies.
Right, that's it.
It's
just
a pretty
4.
high standard.
Yeah.
You have to have a coin that's I mean, they go through rigorous tests, and then they have to hold up in the marketplace because it creates what's called sight unseen trading. So everybody in the industry has to trust them.
Right.
And there's only 4 companies that meet those standards: NGC, PCTS, NX, and ICG. That's it.
That's it.
Those are the only 4. If you go to the auction sites and all, if you sell a certified coin, it has to be one of those 4. It has to be one of those 4. You cannot sell a certified coin other than those 4. Anybody that tries to do that, it's a big deal. Okay, it's a very, very, very big deal to be able to do that. So we've got it. It's absolutely perfect. It's our brand new holder. Like I said, with NGC, I'm debuting that. Why wouldn't I debut it in the last coin? Okay, of 2020. It's the special, and do not confuse it with the regular West Point Mint coin. This is the special. You've probably not even heard of it. San Francisco Mint Emergency Production Coin. The San Francisco Mint Emergency Production Coin. I think we are over 1,000 sold right now.
Coming up to that.
Over 1,000 sold, and hundreds of people still on the phone.
There we go, 1,000, over 1,000 now. Yeah, over 1,000. The counter's on the screen, and you guys are still going. Keep ordering. Write down that item number 743193. You can, of course, keep ordering as we move on in our show. But it's such an exciting show. By the way, we are a live coin show. That's the other thing that's incredible about